No sound from your mic. Dang it, we have to start over. Thanks, guys. Bob is in charge of the sound console, and no sound from the mic. No sound.
No sound.
So, how long do we go there? Slow down, can't read lips. Hold on, we're done.
Hold on.
How do you do? Can you guys do this again? Chief 3 Shock here. So it's episode number 3, and that's our first time doing this. That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
33% failure rate, guys.
Yes. That's
pretty good.
We'll get it down.
So anyways,
there's a lot of buttons on this thing. So
yeah, we'll have to show you that someday. We'll put more directions on here for Bob. So did I tell you he's the one running the sound console, right?
Well, we do have the music going in the background. So
we still do?
Yeah, definitely.
You want to get up and dance to it?
No, I'm good.
All right, we might as well turn it off then. All right, round number 2.
All right, that was an ultimate fail.
Good thing Bob is a painter.
So, yes, for sure.
Good job, Chuck. Clear as a bell now. All right. And Missy says good now.
Oh, good.
All right. Thanks,
Good.
Missy.
Okay. It would have been really cool, but
we had it all planned with the headset, whatever it's called, and everything.
yes. And we have an extra person tonight, so we were rushing to get everything kind of done.
Yeah.
I'd say Jared was rushing to get everything done. I just
rushing,
kind of sat and watched.
He did a good job. So anyways, welcome everyone. 5-Star Live episode number 3.
Number 3.
With a 66% success rate. Not bad. That's better than 50.
Yeah.
Better than that, and the page from last week to this week does have, our YouTube channel does have more subscribers.
Yeah,
I think
YouTube.
we're up to almost 60.
Almost.
And
at 100, we're giving away a hoodie.
5-star
hoodie. 5-star hoodie.
Yep.
Anyways, my name's Jared Baker, 5-Star Hobbies, AFX, BBE, and Rudis Motorsports.
We're going to find some shorter terms for all that.
Yeah, we are. But remember, you're supposed to say them all the time so everyone remembers
Yes,
that.
that's true.
Right.
And I am Bob Hamilton with Bob's Body Shop.
Yes, he is. And the man in the middle, kind of looks like he's just sitting back there, right? Like hiding behind the curtain if there was one.
He is our special guest tonight.
This is Scott Glasscock, everyone, from Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Yes.
Murfreesboro.
Murfreesboro.
Just outside of
I
Nashville.
don't think I've ever been there. Sounds like a good place to go to.
It is.
Yeah, it's fun. I've been in Nashville. Nashville's fun.
Yeah.
So
I've been there all my life, so it's home.
So good.
I know. I bet our accents are a little crazy for you, right?
Yeah. Guys, he has not been drinking. This is his normal accent.
Yes.
So, and I've been drinking with him, so I know. So anyways, we got Scott here visiting us from Murfreesboro. We're gonna get into more of the Rudis stuff with Scott later. Scott's been running Rudis cars for several years now. We brought him up here to go over a few things with Rudis, and
He's got some pretty cool cars.
He's got some cool cars. We got some here we're going to show later. He's got some, just good information about the pro drag racing with Rudis. And so we've got your Pro Mod here.
Yep.
Pro Mod. He's a Pro Mod driver. Your son also runs Pro Mod?
Yeah, my Cooper, which is my 16-year-old son, when we got into it, we decided to jump into Pro Mod. That was the class we decided, so we did it together. And he's got his Pro Mod, so we basically mirror each other, and we've been doing it for, like I said, about the last 4 years. And so it's...
Is he faster?
Not yet. No, not now. He's not now. He was actually quicker, and I was faster. So I'm actually quicker and faster than him right now. So I can hold that over his head.
That's good. So, anyways, guys, we got Scott here. We're gonna have some great information about Rudis from that. We've got Rudis updates. We've also got going over. We got product spotlight, a couple new products. I don't remember where I put them. Do you?
We got them.
Okay, good. All right. They're on top of it, guys.
Yeah, definitely.
We got product spotlight. We also going over our town hall meeting that we're going to have on the 29th, Sunday after Thanksgiving for our local racing. And then also marshals. So we're going to talk about marshaling.
Yeah.
That's like,
which,
is that like, no one wants to hear that or something, or what?
I don't know. It was actually... it's pretty cool, the ideas that were expressed earlier. I was sitting here talking with Scott while you were setting up. So I've already gotten like a plethora of information. So
And that was this much of a
and
total.
it was this much, and like I feel that there's another rabbit hole I'll be going down.
And it is
So-
it's a deep one.
Yeah.
When you fall off into it,
Well,
it's bad.
That's
yeah,
good.
I'm sure my wife is watching as well, and she knows my rabbit holes aren't very shallow. So
All of them.
yeah,
Your whole
all of
backyard is
them.
full?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's good.
So
Well, good. So we're also going to go over, we started our 1RC racing series.
Yes, we did.
We did a one Saturday race in our series, one Sunday race. We're going to go over some photos of that, some pictures, the podium pictures.
so basically, we got the first 2 races out of the way for Saturday and Sunday for so
First
both-
2 races, yeah. So, and we're tracking them points separate. The Saturday series is 1 points, Sunday is another. And then I think Saturdays we drop 2, Sundays we drop
drop
1.
one, correct.
So, we got quite a few things going on. Holy geez, it's Scotty Fast. That's Dan Shaver.
That's
that
Dan
says
Shaver,
that.
yeah. He's
Scotty
one of our
Fast.
local racers back home.
One of yours.
Nice.
All right. So yeah, sorry guys.
Yeah,
I
he's
haven't-
all the way in Nebraska.
Yeah.
I haven't been watching these messages here so far, but no sound, no sound, no sound.
Yeah,
Yep,
we
got that. Yeah, but we have sound now. Can't read lips.
We fixed that.
Yep, Willman. We got. Let's see, Bob. I'm gonna keep looking at this way. You're gonna hear what Bob's doing. Chuck Burnley says restart. We kind of did. Willman, start over. Clears a bell. So yeah, we tried going. If you guys saw, Bob, hold on, guys. Let me help Bob.
Okay, sorry.
Now, now you want some sound effects there, right? There you go. That's those there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
So there's Bob's sound effects.
Yeah, because it was like
Oh,
There we go.
There you go. Rifle shot already.
Yeah.
put an end to it. It's done.
put an end to it. But anyway, yeah, we got that out of the way. Sorry.
So anyways, guys, if you have any questions, type them up here as comments. We're watching. Bob's got it in front of him. I got it in front of me. Or you got it in front of you
Trying
somewhere
to.
there. don't you?
Yeah, I've got-
yeah. Apparently everything Bob's touching is not working.
Pretty much.
So, but yeah, if you have any questions or anything, holler at us. We'll get into a couple different things here, especially with the Rudis. If I know our local guys probably going to have some questions on that. So
well, Kyle Broad.
Kyle Broad.
Broad. Yeah,
Yep,
he says
Kyle
he's going to
Broad.
win that hoodie. Well, get to YouTube and subscribe.
Yeah,
100.
YouTube. Thank you. Our YouTube channel. Get over there and subscribe, guys. After 100 likes, we're giving away the 5-star hoodie. After 500 likes, we are giving away.
A painted body from Bob's Body Shop. I was paying attention. I was listening and reading at the same time.
All right, you can go ahead and search through that
Yeah,
now. I'll
I
kill
can-
some time so you can get
I
that
can
video going.
multitask,
Okay.
but but yes, 500. After 500, we're giving away a custom painted body from Bob's Body Shop.
Yep.
That will include the body and the paint job. So
Body and the paint job, and
Yep.
no, that's going to be awesome. And then after 1,000, you get to see us live on YouTube.
there you go.
There, it doesn't
And
get any
then-
better than that. Everybody wins then.
That's true. I'll make a special re-guest appearance.
Will you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
there we go.
1,000.
I'm-
We can
all
even
right.
like phone you in too if
we
you
can
want.
do that.
Yeah,
Look at that.
we can do that. We can wear
Well,
our headphones and
There you go.
listen to you.
Bob's
So-
DJing tonight.
Yeah, I feel like it.
Oh God! So at least we got everything started here.
Okay.
Let's see. Craig Moline. Bob, where is my gas door for my 5th scale?
Sitting on my desk
Still.
in the shop at home. Still.
So
Yes.
let's see.
I have not forgotten about it, but we're not racing right now, so I didn't think it was a big deal. But I will work on it. I will get it to you. I haven't forgotten about it.
What if he uses it to push snow?
Oh yeah, that's a possibility. That'd be pretty interesting
don't
for a
want-
sprint car.
Yeah, you don't want snow getting in by the gas.
Well, yeah, the
cap.
gas cap.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
I think I'm gonna make this. It's a special one. I'm gonna make a special one for
Just
your
make
car.
sure it's not orange.
Yeah. Well, purposely make it a different color.
That would work.
But no, I do have it, and I will make sure that you get it, Craig.
So, Soltau, excited to see the Rudis cars. Are they tough to tune? That sounds like a great question for later. So we'll probably do that here in a little bit.
So yeah, we'll get back on topic here, and we'll go through. We wanted to go through some of the little bit the racing that we had the last, because it's been 2 weeks, pretty much since we had our last show, and the racing for the last 2 weeks. So basically, hopefully, the pictures that go up will be in
There we go. Look at that.
an order.
Can you tell I asked Bob to like fill some time there so I could figure this
So
out?
he could search.
And I'm going to ask him to keep doing that. So this one is from our first Saturday race. It'll be 2 weeks from this coming Saturday. This looks to be like the stock midget class. We have Mike Garrett in first, Tyler Dolch in second, and Nick Shanowitz in third. If anybody understands that Shanowitz joke, there you go, Bob. Or not Bob, sorry, Willman. Willman, he'll understand that. So that was our stock midget class. That is a box stock midget, guys. You have to take it out of the box, run it with a nickel metal battery. You can do any 1RC upgrade you want to it, except for the motor. You can't change the motor to a 10K, and you have to, like I said, run that nickel metal. Can't run the sprint car gears in it either. It has to be the midget. It's a lot of fun. There's it's a lot of close racing because of the stock there.
I know you actually had me at the track the other day making left-hand turns, which is odd for a drag racer.
A little bit, huh? But it was fun. Right?
It was. They are fun.
All right, here we go with this is the EDM or Midwest Mod class. This is Mike Garrett took first. Second looks to be Paul Tuttle Jr. and third looks to be Paul Tuttle Sr., otherwise known as the Stevens boys. We got Brandon and Dennis there. I think this was the stock one. I can't remember if it's stock or modified. Sorry, guys. It kind of got rushed here with the pictures, but that's the Tuttles. As you can tell, Garrett was scared to be in the middle of the Tuttles there, it looks like. So that one there, that's the EDM. If you notice, Garrett's car actually has the EDM body on it from 1RC, and then the Stevens boys have the Midwest Mod body on it. That's the AFX Midwest Mod body that we make for that. It's bolt-on right to that car. So you basically just buy our body kit, paint it, decal it, whatever you want. I think
I've been working on a couple of those myself here lately, and they're pretty easy to assemble.
painting them, and I think Lance Todd has a wrap made for that.
Yes.
Lance Built Graphics, is that right?
Yeah.
Yep. So I think he's got some of that stuff there.
He's located in Lincoln, if anybody is.
Yep, you can find him on Facebook.
Yep.
Lance Built Graphics, Lance Todd.
Great guy, pretty good turnaround time,
Yep.
too.
Next picture here. This one is, this is the Mod, or Mod EDM, Mod Midwest Mod. Looks like the California surfer Mike Lafferty, Hang 10, I think that's what it is in first place there. We got Mike Garrett in second and Paul Tuttle Jr. in third. That was, I think Lafferty was running Brian Mullins or Cynthia's. Looks like Cynthia's. I can't tell. I'm colorblind. Have I told you that?
I think maybe once or twice.
So, yep, California surfer dude took first there with a rented ride there. I wonder how much that cost him. I wonder if the Mullins will rent everyone a ride.
I'd be all for that.
Do that. That was also from the first Saturday race. I'm trying to get these all figured out here. This is a Mini T Sprint. This was actually the 405 class, or I'm sorry, 410 class.
So brushless.
Brushless.
Yeah.
Looks like we had Chuck Burnley in first, Nick Shanowitz, Whites, whatever, in second, and Cal Burnley. I almost forgot your name there, Cal, sorry. In third there. So that was our first race ever with the Mini T Sprints, and we didn't have any of the 305s there. Actually, we had two of them. One was Willman, and the other one was Don Liskey.
Okay.
They had one
Yep.
there, and for some reason they didn't run that, but that's fine. We'll just give them a hard time. And also, what I'm thinking of with Willman, that just reminded me off subject here, but it's Willman's birthday on Saturday.
Oh,
And
nice.
Cynthia's.
Okay.
Cynthia Mullins. So Cynthia Mullins is turning 25, and I
Okay.
think Willman's turning 75, if I remember right. So, let's see what else we got here, guys. Go to the next one. Try and find some from that Saturday yet. We got one right here. So this is
Yep, that was from Saturday.
Mini Z Blinky. So you had the Mini Z and Blinky mode. It's great competition, close racing. Everybody's got the same speed. It's who doesn't hit the walls.
And that's basically, yep, that's out of the box too, and just keep it in blinky mode, and a pretty easy class to run. I mean, it's just really easy to get into. So I mean, not a lot of setup or anything like that. I mean, it's just pull it out of the box and go.
Yep, they're fun. It's great. You can get the one model for I think 129 or another one for 174, and
One's with bearings and the other's without.
Yep. So anyways, sorry Sherry, now we'll tell you everyone that you got first place. We're done talking about the class. So Sherry, you got first place there, good job. It's I don't know if we're supposed to call her Sherry Rowdy Moline. I always see her Facebook name, and so it has Sherry Rowley Moline, but I always say Rowdy, so there's Sherry. Sherry won. Cal had another good finish there in second. And then Brian Haggy, that's his first time out racing with us. From what I understand, I don't know, Craig, correct me here. I think that was Brian's first time darn near racing any RC.
Really?
Yeah. So he came out and ran third. I think he was darn near in second place too. So it's a pretty good finish there. So yeah, let's see. We got some more pictures from that. This one is the stock sprint class. We only had 2 show up that day. And I'll spoil the surprise. Last Sunday, we had 10 or 11 show up in stock sprint, I think. It was something like that. Close to 10. I don't know, somewhere around there.
It was a lot. It was a lot more.
So that class is growing. First place here, Mike Garrett again. He was on the podium a lot that day. And then we have Tyler Dolch in second. There was no third, guys. So we got some missed points there for someone.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be made up.
Yeah.
I mean, first race, so everybody's gonna gun in for everybody here.
This one here is Mod Midget. We got Mike Garrett took first place. Second place looks to be Brian the Man Mullins. And the 25-year-old Cynthia Mullins taking third place there. So it looks like they tried teaming up on Garrett. It just didn't quite work. Maybe they need to be a little rougher on him or something. Let's see here. Still find some Saturday pictures for us. Yeah, here we go. This is our 410 1RC sprint, or I guess you call it mod sprint. Sorry, I keep getting all the names confused here. I don't have very good notes in front of me. Bob slacked on the notes tonight too. So
Really did.
So this one here is the mod 1RC sprint. Brian Mullins taking first. He was fast. He didn't have to get out of the throttle with his. It was fast. I tried wrecking him a couple times. That didn't work. No. There I am in second, and then third is Brandon Stevens.
And Craig said it was his first time ever racing.
First time ever racing. Yep. All right. Hey, you got the video to work over there?
I did.
You did?
Somewhat, yes.
Okay. All right. We'll go with that. I'm fine with that. Let's see here. This is also from our Saturday race. This is
Top Gun.
Top Gun. Top Gun. Hey, Captain Craig.
He's got Goose next to him there.
Goose hanging 10?
Yeah, Lafferty.
All right, Lafferty, your name is now Goose. Yeah. Hope you like that. So we got, Craig Moline there taking first in Pro Mini Z. Goose, hang 10, Lafferty. Is that like two? That's not even like, it's like 2 nicknames in his last name, so we don't even know his first name anymore.
Yeah.
So just
pretty much.
Hang 10, Lafferty in second, and then me finishing up the podium there in third. So yeah, that was fun. I forget how many we had in that one. I think there's 6 of us or something. That's pretty fun. Those cars, they're fast when they're not in Blinky.
They are.
When they're not in Blinky.
The crashes are pretty good too.
like when a car goes under you and then pushes you down the front stretch.
Yep.
Yeah,
we'll
I don't know what kind of driver would do that to you. So anyways, so that's all of our Saturday, first Saturday races. Getting into our first Sunday race, which was just last Sunday. This one here is our stock midget. Garrett taking his place there at the podium again.
Garrett's in a lot of them.
And then there's Tyler. Tyler's been in a few of them too.
Yes, he has.
Tyler, I feel like you're always at the bridesmaid there. You know, don't you want to win? So
he's getting a lot better. So I think it's only a matter of time before he's in that first place spot.
Tyler, so this is his first. I think it's almost his first time ever running RC cars.
Yeah, I think it is. From what I understood, it is.
So he comes up here. He's big into dirt cars in the 1-to-1 world. Dirt oval cars. I think he runs with a modified team. I don't know if he's part of the pit crew or if he's the cook. I can't remember. One of them two. But Tyler, and actually, if anyone's been into our store, they've seen Tyler here. Tyler here is our outdoor power manager, kind of our guy we come to here. He's probably basically our manager here. Don't want to get his head too big here, I guess. But
service manager.
Service manager.
Slash.
Sometimes he has to put on a different hat.
Yeah, I was gonna say slash.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, bridesmaid, Tyler Dolch there. Glenn Fickle in third there. Glenn came out and raced with us. He wasn't at our Saturday race, came to our Sunday race. I think Glenn's got the midget. I thought he had a sprint car too, maybe. I don't know. He used to have an EDM. I think he sold that one. So there, is that what you're, okay, there.
Yeah, we're good.
All right.
They're watching pictures, so it doesn't matter
this is
right
great
now.
when the pictures are up here. Yeah. At least we got sound.
Yeah, definitely.
Mic check, 1, 2. You guys hear us? No. Let's see. So it looks like I replied to this as 5-star outdoor power and hobbies, but it's actually Tyler. That's kind of funny. You did that a couple weeks ago too, Tyler. Thanks. That's funny. He says, like I said, Garrett is going to go through tech this week. So yeah, no, that's great. Going back through some comments here, we got Garrett is going through tech this week. There's Tyler. What else we got here? Chuck, wow, the camera adds at least 80 pounds. I didn't think we looked that big.
Yeah,
No.
well, yeah.
Just kidding,
yeah, the
Chuck.
camera, yeah, we're having a little problems with the camera tonight ourselves, so,
Yeah.
don't feel bad.
Maybe not the camera, the mic.
Well, the mic
Yeah.
and, when we were setting up, and like,
Oh,
who the
yeah.
hell is that?
Oh, goodness. All right, so I completely lost track of our pictures there, too, so give me a second. Here's this one's from Sunday. This has our very own Bob Hamilton taking the win there in 305 Mini T, and Nick, the Russian Shanowitz, in second. That's a long story. That goes back a couple years ago, but it's great. Shanowitz. We like Shanowitz.
We also had Josh running in that one, too, at the end, but he took off,
yeah.
so.
Yep, Josh was there. Josh
Shoemake, yep.
Yep. Yep, so this is a 305 Mini T, so this is literally you take our AFX sprint conversion and bolt it onto that Mini T, run it with that stock transmitter, stock speed control, stock motor. I mean, what have you actually done to yours to tune it? Is it just suspension tuning, or?
Basically, yeah, that's all I've done. Yeah, I mean, you're allowed to use the spring kit that you can get for them, just because you get different weight springs and so on and so forth in there, but other than that, I haven't messed with anything and just basically kind of fine-tune it.
Did you do anything with the oil in the shocks then, or?
Actually, I didn't even touch the oil.
Perfect.
Yeah. So, I mean.
What about the right front tire? You do anything to that to make it push a little, or did you tape it or glue it or anything?
No, no tape, no glue, and basically just kind of reset my camber and a little bit of adjustment on the toe on the rear. Or the,
oh, really?
The rear camber and front camber, just because we're running at a 15-degree angle.
True.
All the way around.
Yep.
Other than that, that's about it.
Cool. So pretty simple class.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, next one here, guys. Mod Midget. Do you remember our first show when Brian says you looked mad all the time?
I do.
I'm
definitely angry tonight.
Take a look at Brian there. I mean, Brian, you don't have to be that mad when your 25-year-old wife beats you. Okay? Jeez. I mean, or at least let her win or something. I mean, come on, man. No. No, we this here looks like Mod Midget. Nick Shano. I am not Russian, but he has a question mark there.
He is light skinned though.
He's light skinned, yes, and lacking. Oh, we need more cowbell. We need more cowbell.
There's more cowbell,
Bob.
It's more cowbell.
Oh god. Oh, so anyways, back to our picture here. We got Cynthia Mullins in first in Mod Midget. She actually just kicked the boys' butts there. Brian was thrilled for his wife to win there in second place. And then we got Garrett there in third. He's so used to going to the first place one, we actually had to tell him, no, you're in third.
You're in third.
No,
Yeah,
no, I'm just kidding.
He wasn't a lot of podium finishes here lately.
Nope. So yeah, that's a cool little class there, the Mod Midget. They actually have a few of them. I know the Mullins both have them in it. They soldered in a regulator, so you can run a 2-cell LiPo and it regulates it to 6 volts, I believe.
Okay.
And so then that way you don't have to run a 5-cell nickel metal, because we all know what nickel metals are, pain in the butt.
Yeah.
But you can run this. And they're about the same speed, it proved to be there, because I think Garrett was running a 5-cell. He might even put in a 2-cell there.
Isn't that cheating?
Not in the mod class.
Oh, okay. All right.
And he didn't get caught, so no. No, in the mod class, he can run a 2-cell
Love you, Brian.
LiPo. So, yeah, with Garrett there running that, he was probably a little quicker lap times. I'd have to look, but you know, the way they have them set up with that regulator.
That makes sense, too.
You know, it's
a lot easier to use the LiPo.
Brian says 5 volts. Sorry,
5
they
volts.
regulate them to 5 volts. Sorry, Brian. Thanks for the correction, though. Didn't want you to look upset or anything about it.
He said, don't be jealous. She's so young.
Don't be jealous. She's so young. Yep, definitely. All right, next one here we got from our last Sunday race. Well, Brian's happier. He got third, and he looks happier. You explain that one, Bob?
His wife did,
Cincy.
baby.
Yeah, exactly. There we go.
Scott. Hey, everybody meet Scott.
Scott picked up on that one right away.
Oh, this one looks to be. This was Mod. This was Mod Sprint. Yep, Mod Sprint. Sorry, it took me a little bit there. Garrett on the podium there in first place. Yep, he actually went right there. We didn't have to move him. He actually needed to go to that first place spot there. You got Garrett there, and then Soltow in second. That is also known as the Mike and Mike Show.
Yes, partner in crime there.
Mike and Mike Show. And Brian Mullins, a happier Brian Mullins. It's almost a smile. You think we can get him to smile in one of these
He's still
pictures?
got his hands in his pocket, though.
That's true.
Those are Air Force gloves.
Air Force gloves. Hey, isn't there like a rim shot thing or something we're supposed to hit for jokes like that? Hold on, guys. Yep, rim shot right there. That's what it was. So, hey, have you guys met Scott? He's just sitting back here waiting for these. So, Brian's got his Air Force gloves on. That's good. So that was Mod Sprint there. They were fast. And actually, I think Garrett had the stock motor in his 8700 kV motor, while everyone else was running the 10,000 kV motor. Everybody had the 2-cell LiPo in them. And so you can run the 2-cell LiPo, the big motor in that class, whatever you want to run.
It's pretty much open, yeah.
Yep. Let's see here. Yeah, let's go to some Mini Z photos here. So we got Pro Mini Z, Craig the Captain Moline. This guy always needs 4 shocks to race. But sometimes a little slower that way, but yeah, he needs all 4. Let's see. We got some. Took a lesson from Bob, says Brian Mullins.
Took a lesson.
Yeah, because he's so crabby. Yeah, he looks upset. So he took a lesson from you, it looks like. Garrett is giving a come hither look. Sorry, guys, we're behind on these comments. We'll talk about this picture in a minute. He's giving a come hither look. And Soltow, he got lucky. Yep, Soltow was coming for him. all we had to do is make him wreck one more time, Soltal. No. So anyways, Pro Mini Z here. We have Craig the Captain, 4-shocker in first place there.
Yep.
And then you got Chief 3-shock in second, but I used 4 shocks.
You did finish with 4.
Yeah,
you had a car on top of you for a while there.
Yeah,
but
that was
finished
good.
with 4.
And then Soltal there in third. Bob.
Would that be 8 shocks?
Oh, you're
It
right.
would, yeah.
8 shocks.
Yeah.
That's why it's so slow. More shocks. So yeah, Bob was running that class with us, and sometimes when you're running these mini Z's, you just go. And
he went.
Bob was in front of me, and his car rode on top of mine the whole front stretch until I got to the corner and threw him off, and then I went. So
Made me faster.
that was his fastest lap all day. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, what else we got from last week here?
Should have.
This one, this is stock sprint. This one's good.
Yep.
We're going to talk about this one a little bit. Stock sprint, Captain in first, Hang 10 Goose in second, and Garrett in third. So this one was cool. So like I said, we had
It was a good race.
very good race. We just put 4 in the feature. Actually, we put 4 in every heat race too. I think C main had 4. We bumped 2 into the B main and had 4, and then we bumped 2 into the A main and had 4.
Yep.
It was good racing. These are stock guys, so we're only letting them run the 5-cell nickel metals. You can't put the 10 kV motor in it, 10,000 kV motor in it. You have to run the stock 8700. You can run any 1RC part you want, but to be honest with you, I think Craig and Goose there only ran. I think the only thing they did was maybe glue the right front tire or something. They didn't even change springs out of the box. Didn't do
Nothing.
anything. I don't know if they put any clips in there to change the.
When I was watching them,
springs.
they went around the track really well. So I mean,
And they use a stock transmitter too.
yeah,
So
I saw that.
Stock
Yeah.
transmitter.
Didn't even change that.
I think Craig still had the stock servo in. Goose, I believe, had the upgraded servo in it. Thanks to Brian for upselling him on that for me. That way we could sell more parts to Goose. So that was good. But it was close racing. I think Craig was the fastest laps. Lafferty was probably a close second. The rest of us, I think, were anywhere from a 480 to a 280 to like a 3.1 maybe.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there. Craig dipped into the 70s a couple times. I think Lafferty did too. I think Lafferty was mainly in the 80s. And I think you're going to see those times drop some more. We raced
I think
Saturday.
you will too. Yeah.
I think you'll see them drop. I think once you figure out tweaking the suspension a little bit, if you ever go on 1RC's Facebook page, they have some great setup, helpful hints, or they just kind of go over the car. It's kind of cool. Brent goes through it all.
Them being as small as they are and being that, adjustable is just amazing.
Yeah, there's a million different things to adjust there. So yeah, that was a really fun class to watch. You had a C main, and we're talking about these little 18th scale cars, and we had a C main. That was a lot of fun. What else we got here? I think the last one. Yep. Yeah, the last one for Sunday race.
One more. There was we did Mini Z Blinky too.
Oh, Mini Z Blinky. Yeah, I gotta find that. All right. Yeah, after I explain this.
Sherry won it anyway.
Yeah, Sherry won. We don't need to show that. No, we don't need to show Rowdy on there. So this one here, the Mike and Mike show, Garrett and Soltal. They had, I think Dennis Stevens was in this too. He left. That's what it was. Okay, that's why I think Dennis took second. So you have Soltal in first, Dennis Stevens, a.k.a. Paul Tuttle Sr. In second, and Garrett in third. Again, Garrett went to that first place spot. We had to tell him, no, you're actually in third. But he finally figured it out, and then he didn't have to go up there anymore. He was done. So let's see. So here we go. This one we got.
There it is.
This is Blinky Mini Z. All right, Nick, if you're still watching, make sure you go grab Rex and send me a message here so we make sure he sees it. First place, we got Rowdy up there. Second place, Bob's Body Shop, Bob Hamilton up there. What you playing there?
Nothing.
Nothing. Are you giving yourself applause?
No, I was giving it to Sherry.
Oh, okay. I thought it was for you.
Why? I got second.
I heard Sherry cheated.
Yeah.
She must have. Her car like jumped over the track so she didn't have to do a full
Like her
lap.
body would stay on.
Yeah. The car.
Yeah, we're talking about the car.
Oh yeah, Cynthia, didn't you mean Max? You're right. Max. We have Max in third place there. Max did awesome. Max is a good kid. I like hanging out with
Really
Max.
do.
Don't you like hanging out with Max?
I do.
Max is a good kid.
Max.
Anyway, that's Rex. I just did call him Max. See, I've even trained myself. Rex, just giving you a hard time, bud. You can tell your dad to text me too. That way no one has to see it. No, we got Rex up there in third place. That's pretty cool. So Rex,
It was.
and it's not Shanowitz. He's actually Shano. Yeah, Rex Shano. Rex is pulling his hair out. No, Rex did a great job. So Nick and Rex, Nick's with us here at 5-Star. I always also work with him at Yan Equipment. Known him for several years. And Nick, when I told him we were getting in this whole RC thing, he looked at me, like I had 3 heads or something,
Mm-hmm.
And then we got into this, and last summer we actually got Nick out to Outlaw Raceway, and he ran a sportsman race once. And
Oh, really?
when he was done, he had a smile on his face, like he liked it.
Well, yeah.
So,
I mean, what's there not to like?
So yes,
RC car.
Nick started, and then this is Rex's first time racing. I think he came out drag race with us once or twice this summer too.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah.
But this is his first time doing any kind of road course oval racing. He's been running stock midget and Blinky Mini Z. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then Nick's been running those two, and then Nick's been running the Mini T also. We had him in the 410 first week, and then we went to the 305. We put the brush back in and ran him in 305 later. So yeah, Rex, good job. We'd love to get more kids out there racing with us. You guys, this is family oriented. You try and get your kids out. You say you drag race with your son.
Yep. Exactly.
You get Jeffrey comes out there with you every once in a while and races.
Yeah, when he's not playing video games.
When he's not playing video games, yeah. My kids, I did have them racing with me, but then they get older and they get into sports and everything else, and it's almost like they come back around in a way too.
I'm sure there'll be some girls in there along the way too.
God, I hope so.
Well, I'm not quite ready for that one yet, but
So yeah, we got Cynthia Mullins. He's not old enough to drink vodka, so he cannot be Russian just yet. Oh, by the way, Cynthia, quarter scale, so you have to drink. We had the banquet, kind of jumping around here on. We had the banquet for Outlaw Raceway Park last Saturday,
right.
And that was at up at our shop there in Missouri Valley. It was supposed to be in Lincoln, and due to COVID crap, there's only one. And
2319.
Drink 2319. Drink up. So we were supposed to have it there, couldn't. So we had it there in Missouri Valley. Had a great time. Everybody enjoyed themselves, but when Wilman was up in front talking, Brian Mullins had the great idea that every time that he says quarter scale, we have to drink. He almost had to carry a Cynthia out to the car. Them 25-year-olds just can't hold their liquor.
Yeah, young bucks.
Yeah, no kidding. So that was a lot of fun. We did the banquet. Got some sounds going there. Do you?
I had to throw that one in.
Okay.
Slam dunk.
Slam dunk. So
Rim
anyways, Cynthia. Yep, she's drinking. All right. By the way, who are you guys? Got to reintroduce yourselves. All right. Chief 3 Shock here, otherwise known as Jared Baker with 5-Star Hobbies. AFX, BBE, and RMS Rudis Motorsports. Over here we have the talented Bob from
Bob's Body Shop. Oscar Mayer Wiener.
The Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. And someday
behind us?
you might have to drive that.
Oh, yes.
And then we got Scott Glasscock
And
here,
then we got
guys.
Scott
is
Glasscock here from Tennessee,
one of our Rudis drivers.
which we are now we'll be getting more into.
Yes, definitely.
Now that we've gotten the racing out of the way,
Yep, got racing out of the way.
that's our highlights.
Yeah. Yep, you guys got to see all the pictures there. Now you get to see us again. Oh, we got crowd cheering for us?
Oh yeah, they're
Really?
noisy.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Rowdy bunch.
Rowdy bunch. Settle down back there. Okay, so we're gonna get more into the Rudis stuff here. We just touched base on our racing. We've got to tell people to go to our YouTube page again.
Yes.
5 Star Hobbies YouTube page. Go there right now and
Subscribe, hit the bell.
Yep, hit it. The bell.
Ding. I
So-
don't have one of those. Nope.
You have a cowbell.
Wait,
Hold on,
wait,
you've got a cowbell.
wait.
Hold on. More cowbell, Bob.
There we go.
More cowbell.
We got to work on the cowbell.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, because
Yes, we need more cowbell.
that.
We're gonna have to find another one, probably.
Yeah, we got to find
Yeah,
it.
we'll have to put that one to rest. Okay, so anyways, we'll get more into the Rudis stuff here. We touch base on the racing, touch base on the banquet. The banquet was a lot of fun. Gave away some track records. A couple of them were broken. I think he had quarter scale, fifth scale.
He had several of them broken.
Willman, I can't remember the rest of them. Don't let Scott's last name fool you. We'll leave that one alone. I think Rex is still watching, so we'll move on.
That'll be the after hours party.
There you go.
After hours. Okay, so anyway, so we touched base on a lot of stuff here that we've done in the past. We have another race coming up
Yes.
this weekend on Saturday.
Saturday, Missouri Valley.
Are you going to be sick from work that day, or?
Well, they're probably watching it right now, so no.
Okay,
Unfortunately.
gave that one away.
Yeah.
So we got a race on Saturday. Doors open at 11 and racing at 1. And actually, we're going to change the Sunday time also, guys. I haven't changed on Facebook, but Sundays are going to be 11 a.m. and 1 now.
Okay.
Instead of the noon and 2. Seems like everyone got there in plenty of time, so we might as well start 1 hour earlier and get home 1 hour earlier so we can go and watch Sunday Night Football and
Makes sense.
drink a beer or something. And then we can get on Facebook and say quarter scale, and we can all drink every time. So that
Sounds
works.
good to me.
Okay. All right. So, anyways, let's get to know more about this man.
Yes.
Scott. And hold on, Scott. You want me to hit that button for you? There you go. Let's get to know more about this man, Scott. All right. So, Scott, welcome to Nebraska. Have you ever been here before?
I've never been to
Yeah.
Nebraska, no.
Are you coming back?
Yes.
All right.
Most
All right.
definitely coming back.
I got to tell you, right now, you're lucky
Oh yeah.
I've heard.
because the weather is in your favor.
I brought that from Tennessee.
Thank you. Thank you.
We
really.
appreciate
No,
that.
really, thank you. Right now, normally, it's probably like 40 degrees here.
So when you go home, just go ahead and turn around and bring more weather back with you.
Yep.
No, I'm going to take this back with me because it was actually cold when I left Tennessee. So.
It was.
It was.
It was
yeah.
colder than this.
I think we actually set a record, though. So
Today, did we?
I believe so.
It was beautiful.
Yep.
today.
It was.
Yeah. So Scott, before we say who is Scott,
Yeah.
so Scott runs our Rudis cars. For everyone that's just joining us, I can probably race for Bob. I'll get him in the B main for sure.
Oh.
But what if there's only an A main? That'd be kind of that's not good.
Yeah. Who was that?
Marv Carter.
Oh, Marv.
So anyways,
I've been holding my own.
so Scott runs our Rudis cars. Actually, let's just
Yeah.
show your car real quick. shall
Yeah,
we?
I was gonna say that's the whole thing is now
right
here the
here.
last couple weeks. What is a Rudis car?
Yeah, so Rudis, guys. This here is Scott's Rudis car. This is a Pro Mod. So Pro Stock is the shortest wheelbase.
Yep.
Pro Mod is in between.
It's the next one up.
Next one up. Then you've got Funny Car. And those are all very similar chassis, right?
Yeah, the chassis are very similar. Like I said, with a Pro Stock, it's an 11-inch wheelbase car. You go Pro Mod, you go 12-inch.
Okay.
When you go Funny Car, you go 14, and then when you go Top Fuel, they're over 32,
30 some inches,
it's
yeah.
long.
Is there a max on Top Fuel?
I believe that is the max.
Oh, okay.
Like
All right.
with like any of the classes, like the Pro Mod, if you have like a Pro Stock car, and there's some guys that have done it, they'll run an 11-inch car just on 2 cell.
Okay.
Really?
It's a handful.
Oh, I bet.
It is, but
So now
can
Pro
imagine.
Stock, the smallest wheelbase is a 1-cell battery.
it's one cell
right?
car, yes.
Okay, and then Pro Mod, they go to a 2-cell.
2-cell,
Funny car, 3-cell, and then the dragsters are 3-cell.
Correct.
So this one right here, kind of just like real NHRA,
Oh, yeah.
IHRA racing. This is the biggest handful.
They are, and like I said, when me and my son jumped into this class, there was a couple of people that when we reached out to get information, they really looked at us and went, "You really want to go that class?" I was like, "Sure,
Yes,
why not?"
we do.
So, and it's a very steep learning curve with these cars. When we started out, we had bought RJ Speed Pro Mods, which if you're starting out and you want to, there we go.
Sorry, I'm
Cover my face.
okay, here we go.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see the car. They want to get rid of the banner there. All right, we'll get rid of the banner. You hold that, Bob. All right. Sorry, Scott, you go right
That's
ahead
right.
here.
I don't want to cover his face because you can't
sorry,
hear
it ain't gonna hurt
talking.
We started out with RJ Speed Pro Mods, which, if anybody knows anything about the RJ Speed, that chassis has been around for a long time, and it's just a pan car chassis. And you learn very fast with that car that you get to a brick wall with that chassis. It's very limited. And so then when you step into racing, and when I mean racing, you go against the big guys, you step into this world with the RAE chassis and the DRCs and stuff. And so it's like I said, it's a very, very steep learning curve. And it takes some time. And like I said, the great thing about this form of racing is all the guys that do race, they're all willing to help, and share information, and they want to see the class grow.
Well, I was, I was talking with you before we started the show and everything, and the one thing I could not believe is, these are literally like a rigid chassis.
Yes.
There's the chassis flex is your suspension.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I was really surprised to hear that. As far as. I'm sitting there thinking, where's the shock at? There's got to be something, it's going to be,
It's a solid mount chassis, just as if you go to like a real drag car, i.e. a funny car or a top fuel dragster. It's just everything's rigid.
Yep.
And so, like I said, we started locally racing back home in Middle Tennessee, and we all started out kind of with the simpler cars, and then of course as everybody got more and more progressive, we went into the quicker, faster.
I'm sure there's some secrets in there.
There are. Don't show too much.
That's why these are not off.
Yeah.
And so hold on with screws.
So yeah,
sorry guys.
Yeah. So we like I said,
I'm going to interrupt you real quick here because we got a comment. Josh Howard, when are you getting parts? Oh, wait, the machine just shut off. Thanks, Josh. That's great. So actually, to touch base, jump in here in the middle real quick. Guys, we are getting everything organized. We're getting more and more parts in. We're not ready to sell them yet. I apologize. Not quite yet. They are getting there. We've got some parts coming from all over, and I mean all over, guys, to get these stocked up for you. So we are working on it. That's another reason Scott came down here to help us out with that, kind of fill us in on some stuff. And anyways.
I can't vouch. There is a bunch of cut carbon fiber waiting just for some
I
pieces
can too.
back in the shop.
There's a lot of stuff down there.
We've got that. So yeah, Josh, go ahead and turn your machine back on. We'll post this to YouTube later on our YouTube channel, Josh. You can watch it there.
There you
have
go.
it playing in the background. 5-Star Hobbies YouTube.
Yeah. So like I said, we started racing locally and stuff, and so like I said, the cars, we got quicker and quicker and quicker with the cars, and we got into the 170, 180 range back home, and then so me and my son last year.
1.7 seconds.
Yes.
In 132 feet.
Roughly mid 70 mile an hour range with the cars, and so.
And that's kind of like, okay, we're there, but you're not quite happy.
Matt Giles. It's a call out.
So we.
Sorry, I had to get.
No, it's good. It's all good. I'll rent it to you.
Yep. Yeah. I might take you up on that.
Yeah.
So me and my son last year, we thought about it for a year or so about going to Dallas to the RCDRL Super Nationals, and so for everybody that wants to, that's the big race. That is the U.S. Nationals for RC drag racing, and so. In 2019, we loaded up and drove 10 hours to Dallas, and so once we got down there, we the fields are for the fast cars, for top fuel, funny car, pro stock, pro mod. They're 32 car fields,
and you qualify for those. And then they ladder them.
Yeah,
right?
and what we did is the way there normally is, it's a 3-day event. So you go down on Friday. Friday's test and tune.
Okay.
And then on Saturday, they do a little test and tune, and then you get 2 rounds of qualifying, and then Sunday's eliminations.
Unless there's a storm.
Unless there's a storm. Last
Storms
year,
would not be
for
good.
those that were down there, and then for those that were watching on live, they had a massive thunderstorm roll through mid-morning, and they had to shut the event down. So we literally started on Saturday. Me and my son actually showed up at 5 o'clock in the morning at the track to help them reset the track up.
Oh, really?
And we
Just
ran
volunteering?
Just volunteering. I mean,
It was that bad yet?
Oh, it was. There was tents. There was bodies. That was the crazy thing. Like.
Not human bodies.
Not human bodies. Car bodies. There were car bodies. Learning from past experiences with our motorcycle drag racing.
Yeah.
We were literally sitting there, and I saw the wind pick up, and I told my son, I said, get everything down. So we literally there was all these people standing around us, and we just yank all of our pit just down. And luckily, Larry Fortenberry, a buddy of ours that's from Alabama, was there too, and so we rushed everything into his tent or his trailer. And so next thing we know, it was like 60-mile-an-hour winds, and people that had set their bodies, they were flying. There was tents flying. So
speaking of bodies, there we got a guy, John Serber, asking what body is that?
This body here is a DRC Firebird, 68 Firebird. This is actually the first generation.
Fire chicken.
Loopy is
Chicken.
Ken Loopy has redesigned it, so he's actually done a little more aero with the car. The car's got a little more sleeker front end. And he did some tucking with the body, from what I've heard. I haven't got my hands on one yet, so I'm
Be faster if it was a Ford.
He's blew over, guys. And that was the other reason why we like the Pro Mod class is the fact that you can be brand loyal. If you're a Dodge, Ford, GM, there's a body for you in that class. There's Mustangs, Firebirds, Camaros.
Marv Carter says, Bob, take pictures of that chassis. Scott will probably punch us. So no, we're not
I
going to
don't
do
know if
that,
I can
Marv.
get away with that one. But I can tell you, I can see a lot.
Right.
But
He did have his flashlight out earlier.
Yeah.
We were looking through there with it. So,
So anyways, all right. So
Yes.
Rex says, wow, there were bodies. Yikes.
it was pretty crazy. So like I said, so Saturday they basically put test and tune and qualifying all into one day.
One day.
And so
One
we
day.
They started running at like 10 in the morning, and they did not finish qualifying until after, it's like between 1 and 2 a.m. in the morning.
and there was how many people?
There was 200 and it was almost 300 competitors. There was almost
Holy
300
cow.
cars entered into this event.
300 entries.
For 16 classes.
and then you had to try to get all that done in one day.
They tried to get test tune and qualify.
So when they do test and tune, do they bring you up by class, or is it, hey, get in line and wait?
They actually bring it up by class. They call it by class, and everybody
So you
runs.
aren't waiting for 3 hours in line?
No. And so, and at that event, you have competitors from everywhere. Us from Tennessee, California, Texas, which is where it's held,
All over the
Louisiana.
country.
They even have the guys from Puerto Rico come up, and
I heard those guys are fast.
they are crazy fast.
Puerto Rico, literally
Yes.
the island across the pond there from Florida.
There's a large contingency of them. There was probably, if I can remember right, there was probably 10 or 15 of them guys that came up. That might be a little high, but
so they literally come from Puerto Rico to Texas to race this race.
Yes, and
They must be fast and good.
they're real fast, and of course they've got a beautiful track. If you go on Facebook and find them, their track that they have in
showed
Puerto
me a
Rico.
picture
Yes,
of that.
it's a phenomenal track.
Yeah, nice and painted. And,
Oh yeah. And so when me and Cooper went down there, our whole goal was we wanted to just qualify and be in the show, and so there was 33 guys for 32 slots, and so. We kind of felt good after first round qualifying. We were sitting 10th and 11th, and I was like,
yeah.
cool. And, and then
you almost feel like you're locked into the show at
that point, yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I'm comfortable. And Cooper was actually ahead of me. He was 10th, I was 11th. So
Well, that's nice of you to let him.
yeah, I know. And so we went up for second round.
Way to go,
qualifying.
Cooper.
Yeah. Second round qualifying though, it was dark. The track got really tight. And everybody was just swinging for the fence. I mean, it was like
really?
it was just
You could throw all the power you want at it.
you could get as greedy as you want, and it was really funny because we got up there and ran, and I actually ran a personal best. I went a 56, which in the grand scheme of things, that's not a huge number, but it was for me. It was like, that was awesome.
No, I mean you're also running on no prep, right?
No, this is prep. This is full prep. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay,
You said
this is so-
156.
A 156.
So 1.56
Yeah, and
on a
that's-
2-cell car.
Yeah, and that was for me. That was great because I was like ecstatic. I was jumping up and down.
Did you hear that, Matt?
Matt, 1.56.
1.56. 5.6.
And it was,
Yes, that's an run. And so, after we got done running, I was all
Shots fired on that one, buddy.
so. Like I said, I was tickled pink, that I ran that, and then of course John L. out of Puerto Rico comes up there and he lays the smack down on the field and goes 128 at 103.
Holy cow!
1.28.
Yeah, and
103 mile an hour.
103 mile an hour on a two-cell car. And, and everybody's jaw just hits the floor. And then Michael Ray, he's another Rudis driver with an inline car, and he went like a 129, and it was over 100 mile an hour, too. And so you're
Holy
like,
cow.
You're just sitting there going, my 56. It was impressive to me, but that's nothing.
So you bring up something there, you said an inline car. So what's our two Rudis cars?
Yeah.
So explain that for all of us.
So you have a Sidewinder. This is a Sidewinder. I run a Sidewinder.
Yeah, this one's...
Get a quick look.
Yeah.
Do not pause the screen, the show.
This is the side one.
Yeah, so
I'll back up here. Marv Carter. I've never seen a better paint job. I think that was a slang.
That
was a jab.
Yeah, that was
jab.
that was definitely
poke.
that was a poke in the face.
We got John L. J. Torres Ramos, Puerto Rico.
Yeah, that's him. Like
That's him?
Yeah, that's him. And
That's him.
he's
So we got Puerto Rican guys watching.
there you
Sweet.
go.
Nice.
And like I said, he's the man with the car.
All right,
5-star
hey,
hobbies.
5-star hobbies. We are
Subscribe.
Rudis. Guys, we are working on them. Please just bear with us. We're getting there.
Yeah.
So, all right,
Okay.
go
So
ahead.
like I said, so we
Squirrel.
Yeah, we made the show, and like I said, and of course after second round qualifying, we went from 10th and 11th to 20th and 21st. Still in the show, but it was like,
But
Drop that far back. Now you're on the bottom half.
we're on the bottom half ladder, and of course, it was the fast guys got their head on right and come out and start laying numbers, and so it's crazy. And then then you watch the top fuel guys run after us, and these guys are running in the teens.
The top fuel's in the teens.
And they're over 100. There was one guy that was over 110.
110 mile an hour.
Yeah, on
That's 3-cell?
3-cell car.
3-cell
cow.
car.
So it's
No,
it's
I mean, like, I guess some of the people that are watching, I mean, obviously we've seen the car and it's rigid frame. And like I was asking you earlier too, because I was like, there's no way this would run like on a regular road.
No,
well, I mean, like, because I was, I was trying to ask you,
Yeah.
what kind of roads, what kind of track do you run this on? And you were pretty much asphalt.
yeah, there's some asphalt tracks and there's some concrete tracks. The track in Texas was an asphalt track. It was actually at the Texas Motor Speedway. The RCDRL has actually got to deal with them, and that's where the track was set up. So it's behind the dirt track at
So I
Texas
mean,
Motor Speedway. Oh yeah.
So yeah, I just kind of wanted everybody to know, because like, if you really think that this won't work, as far as like, basically, because what we run in Missouri Valley is an old airstrip.
Yeah.
So, and it's asphalt, and there was some, always concern where it was just kind of like, I don't know if we can do anything like that, but obviously these cars can run on surfaces like that.
Like our track back home in Jackson, Tennessee, which is where we've been running this year due to our friendly COVID buddy.
Drink.
Yeah. So
That's for
Quarter
you,
scale.
Cynthia.
yeah. So we go down there, and it's actually an old flying field. And the first time I went down there, the surface, when I looked at the surface, I kind of not nearly cringed, but I was kind of, man, it looks a little rough, and it kind of reminded me of Great Lakes Dragaway when we went up there in Racine, Wisconsin, and
That was fun up there.
yes, and so got up there, and the track it's a great track. It's got plenty of bite. Justin and the guys down there at Finish Line have done a wonderful deal with that track, and of course we went down there a couple weeks ago and ran my personal best right out of the box. I went
Nice.
I went a 146 at 94 mile an hour with the car.
Hey, John L. says, "Where is my body?"
I'm waiting for tell him where's my.
Should I just leave that one go? Yes. All right, never mind. We'll go on. I got some other comments here. Let's see. Old Scott is a painter for sure. Let's see. Nobody paints better than Bob. All right. Oh, we got a war going on here. This is great. Kyle Broad, I'd like to put in my pre-order. No, you already spent your paycheck. Anyone doesn't know Kyle's, a lot of local guys know Kyle. Kyle's our mechanic here that works on our
he
outdoor
is.
power equipment, and we've gotten him into RC stuff too. He's found
Oh
a
yeah.
rabbit
Oh
hole.
yes.
Oh,
He's
he
definitely
was,
has.
was he here earlier?
Yeah,
Yeah,
He
he
was looking at that and was like, oh.
That's him and
I mean, like-
him and his girlfriend Julia Gulia have taken into this drag racing thing quite a bit.
We'll hit on these too because
Yeah,
it's like this
yeah.
is like one
Sounds-
of the
let's
tires
see.
that he's using, and
Brian Mullen, sounds like Jared is paying
And
to
they're-
pave the airport.
they're
No,
really
next,
soft.
next, let's just move on.
I was shocked when I saw these because these are foam tires.
And that's what all the pro cars run. The top fuel, Funny Cars, Pro Mod, Pro Stock, they're on a foam tire.
They're squishy. So,
yeah.
I mean, I was.
We keep jumping around here.
No, it's not.
That's 12 scale, right?
Yeah. So these right here, we're going to do a product plug here. These are Page RC 12th scale Pro Mod Pro Stock wheel that a buddy of mine back home is 3D printing, and these have got Mike Smith foams on them.
So the wheels are 3D printed.
They're 3D printed, and Eric has come up with a super strong setup that doesn't flex, which.
And this is you said Page RC?
Yeah, it's Page RC. Eric Page. Look him up
Facebook.
on Facebook.
He's on Facebook.
Yeah, look in the 615 Drag Team page, and he's in there, and I think he's also.
Don't worry, 402 will be there sometime.
And don't worry, guys. We'll be getting some of these in stock too. We're getting them from a couple different suppliers here. So yeah, 12 scale. Then there's a 10 scale, and the 10 scale is almost like if you want to say less of a sidewall. It's a lower profile tire.
It is, and it's of course drag racing is if you
But
watch.
like those are your 15s and your.
Is it the same overall height then?
Yeah, the thing with these cars being the way they are is the tire height plays into the gearing of the car. So you actually have your pinion and your spur gear, and then you go into your tire height, and so there's a sweet spot with the tire.
Okay. So you're going true these then?
Oh yeah, we true them, and then you check them. Like I said, when you go to a big race, and
you gotta
guys,
get some more equipment.
you'll see guys pull the wheels off, and they'll hit them with mics to make sure that they haven't got too small, because then you start getting too much wheel speed with them.
Okay.
So usually, if these get below about 260 on your height, usually you pull them off. And
so yeah, Tony says, how long does a set of tires last?
Yeah, that's a good question.
It all depends on your surface. These tires here of Eric's.
Is there different compounds in them?
There's different shores. So there's some stiffer ones, and then there's some softer ones.
The lower the number, the stiffer? Or
no, the lower the number, the softer. So these are like a 17 shore. I've got some at the house that are like a 21. So you kind of have to, depending on your track surface, you kind of look around.
Is there a 5 shore?
You just set the car and just go flat.
I don't know. I didn't know how low they went.
I was just
like,
I don't know.
5-star, 5 short.
5 short, yeah.
Hey, where's the rim shot?
Hold on. Got it.
There we go.
There you go.
And so, like I said, at the big races, this is a key part of the tuning of the car.
I can imagine.
So if you watch guys really get into, you'll see them pull them off and they're miking them, and if they're too short, they'll chuck them to the side and they'll put a fresh set on.
And I'm sure they don't have their own special way of prepping them or anything.
There's the prepping the foam tires. There's a couple different ways to do it. Like I said, I'm going to send Jared a video, and if you want to share it to the guys, there's a couple different methods. There's the rollout method, and then there's another doing it by hand. Again, it's a personal preference.
So is a rollout just a puddle of it or something?
Well, you basically, if you go online, there's a couple guys that have done YouTube videos, and basically you take a board and you'll put a couple lines of your tire prep. There's Kofers, there's liquid grip, and then you just kind of roll the tire.
It's honey,
through.
Isn't it?
It looks about like honey.
No, it's honey, isn't it?
It is not Subi honey, and no honey is allowed at our track. That's for real.
But like I said, you roll, or you take it and you run a bead around it by hand, and then you just massage it in by hand.
Okay.
And then another thing a lot of people ask about these cars is the between round maintenance. Like a real drag car, this car comes back, you put it on the stand, body comes off, you rip the wheels off, you clean.
What about? Is there like any tweak on these?
Yes, that's another crucial thing that we really watch with these cars is. You want to check the tweak in the chassis. A lot of guys.
Basically, for some of you guys that are watching, like I asked about tweak because, like, even on road racing on your cars, crashing and hitting a wall. I mean, just basically running the car, the chassis will become unlevel. And so it won't sit level
some
anymore.
Memory in it then.
And then so basically, like, usually after races, you would have to set it on a setup, preferably a setup board, a flat tabletop, and usually you can set the car down, and if it's completely flat and no movement in it, you're good. But every once in a while, you'll get one and you put it on there, and you can feel it moving. So you have to reset the tweak on it and flatten the car out, and it changes the performance of it.
Yeah, so like the big thing with these cars, what we do is after we put the cars together, I actually have a 1/4-inch thick piece of glass that I set the car on.
Okay.
And then what we do with them is we'll push down on the wheelie bar, and the object with these cars is you want to make sure that both front wheels pick up at the same time.
Okay.
So carrying these cars is something that you have to be kind of crucial. Like when you go to the stage,
So I'm sitting there pulling on this back and forth by the wheelie bar. Here you
go. So like you don't want to carry it by your wheelie bar up
Yeah,
there.
we're like, oh, it's fine.
And, you know, you watch these guys when they go to the staging lanes, and most of the time they've got them upside down, and they carry them like a baby.
Okay,
You know, and
so
it's
they
all-
set them down
Yeah.
rather than, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, you know, you want to watch it. And of course, though, there's some cars like my car, for some reason last year, it had a little tweak that just stayed with it. And so we did a little weight adding.
Okay.
And the car was happy.
Kind of compensated
It
for
did,
that.
and the car was happy, and it didn't seem to mind it. So, hey, we rolled with it. So,
Okay.
you know, at that point, you just got to send it.
So there's minimum weight for these classes?
I believe it's 37 ounces for the Pro Mods. I think it's
37
36
ounces.
for the Pro Stock, and I don't remember for the Funny Car and Top Fuel car.
It's gonna hurt if it hits your leg.
Oh, it was really funny. Like we were talking about the marshalling thing, and in Dallas, the way they do it. Of course, you know, qualifying at 12 o'clock at night, and I had got up there when the fuel cars were gone, so I'd made my way all the way to the big end of the track, and the way they set the lights up. For racing, it's great because it's going down the track and you can see everything.
it.
When you're at the big end looking back, you're blinded, and so they're sending these 100-mile-an-hour missiles at you, and you every now and then you lose sight of it, and before you realize
Ducking
it's
and
by you, you're
weaving.
like, oh god, this is nuts. So
That's great.
Yeah, that's never a good thing.
no, you have to be on your toes with these cars. Matter of fact, the last race we were at with this car, I had a unfortunate malfunction with the car. I had a bearing failure, and the car was about half track, and it really at the point where you start rolling the power in the car.
Okay.
And the car it hooked a left, and before I could get out of the car had hit the wall and went up, and of course it's pointed backwards, but it's going away from me. And there was 4 guys at the big end, and
man.
I looked up and seen them, and you could see the panic because they didn't know where to go because the car was coming across
They
the
didn't
wall.
know which way to. Yeah, they didn't know
it was
which
like,
way to go.
So they finally all
So which
scattered.
way is
and
the
it was
car
like,
going?
Oh, geez. So yeah.
And I mean, and for the most part, you're running like I think you said at like a 3.5 turn.
Yeah,
in this particular one.
The Pro Mod guys are all 3.5 turn. Phantom, Trinities, the Drag Masters, the Monsters. There's
Which
a couple-
we'll do that real quick. You can go ahead
Yeah,
and keep
go
talking. Dragmaster Trinities
yeah.
Sold at 5-star.
in stock now.
Mention this. Come up to the front there. Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Oh.
5-star Hobbies YouTube channel. Show them that. You get $5
So
off.
shameless.
Hey, there we go. So
We have lots more stuff.
That's horrible.
no, there's nothing
it's
wrong with
great.
that. Nothing wrong with that.
I got to remember where I put all that stuff I'm supposed to show.
Yeah.
You have it all? All right, you're taking care of me there? All right. Sorry. Go ahead there,
No,
Scott.
so yeah, it's like I said, they're fun, and like I said, you know, people ask me all the time at the racetrack. You know, they're like, "Well, how are these to drive?" And it's like when they're behaved, they're a
Great.
joy to drive. But when they are ill handling, they are the most temperamental, frustrating thing you'll ever have.
So
Well,
racing.
that's
It's real
pretty
racing.
much,
It's like-
yeah, it's just like real racing.
like the year before last, my car, every pass it was on rails. My son's car, which is identical same car, I would set it up the exact same way. I'd build it right next to my car before races, and his car wouldn't go straight to save my life. And I'm like,
Well, and that's the whole thing is like I mean that's you could build 2 cars exactly the same, but doesn't mean that
One's
they're
going to be better.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And
One's
like I
going to
said,
be faster.
you just
yeah, and so
kind of
yeah,
like crapshoot.
it is, and of course it's frustrating because I'm the one that put the car together.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here going, why'd that car do that?
You're like, this should work.
Yeah, it's identical to mine.
And I mean, have you ever been so frustrated you just said, screw it, I'm done? Or,
There's been a time or two where I've just sit there and I just, when we first started racing, and this will be kind of funny because my son will get a chuckle out of this. He got in this whole thing where he just wanted to race me. That's all he wanted to do. We'd show up for test and tune, and he's like, I want to run. And so he beat me, and I couldn't figure out why he outran me. Because like I'm sitting there going, my car, I had this car, and he still had an RJ Speed, and I'm like, no, this ain't happening. And dummy me, I had the controller set wrong. I had turned the power way, way down, and just
Oh, really?
I'm sitting there throwing a tune in the car, and I can't figure out why it won't get out of its own
and
way.
you're sitting there trying to go, I'm going faster, I'm going faster,
Yeah, yeah, and it's-
I'm not going
And
faster,
then finally
what's going on?
I look at the controller and I was like, oh. Oops. Yeah, let me turn this up. And then you send it and you're like, oh, okay, there it is.
So did you get him then?
Did you say double or nothing?
Oh, yeah. I've actually got the video of him, and he actually went through the trap sideways on his lid, and he has both arms, and the hand wasn't even on the controller. His had his hands. It was just a simple fact that he was ahead of me through the finish.
No, on some of these, the longevity of these bodies. What's that? What's that?
So that one has no scratches on it. Has it been ran?
No, that body won't get run. You know, I've smacked a few and thought, oh, and go down there, and it's got some battle scars. But then you've got others where you hit something and it shatters it. Just so everybody knows, there are timing blocks down the middle of the track, just like a real drag strip. There's one at 66 feet. There's one at the beginning of the traps at 132 feet. And my son does hold the current altitude record for a timing block out of Tennessee.
Is that a good one to hold?
There's people that go for it. I know, it's like, son, you're not supposed to hit him, and he just kept gravitating.
Oh, it was in my way.
And of course, you go down there, and the whole front of the car is just
Well,
blown.
if you hit it once, then you don't have to worry about it, right?
Well, what's really funny is that some of these tracks have ramps. And
we're familiar with that.
Well, the first time we went to Jackson, they had a ramp system set up, and Cooper was making his last pass, and there was a group of guys. We're all standing start line.
Luckily, it was the last pass.
Well, it actually made it his last pass. And so he's going down through there, and the car starts about half track. It just starts this nice drift to the center. And of course, you do this. I know you've done it at the start line. You start doing the opposite lean. There was another guy behind me. He goes, I was leaning with you. And all of a sudden, I was like, I see this big steel ramp, and I'm like, no. And he rips his car at about 70 mile an hour off the top of this ramp. And literally, there's a picture that I've got, and I'll send it to you so you can post it. It's quite funny. But his car is about 20 foot in the air, and it's straight up in the air, and all you see is the whole roof of the car. And I'm like, this is going to be bad when it hits.
Looks like we're talking about all the Coop's records.
Yeah.
Teddy Linville says Coop holds the T-bone record.
He does.
T-bone?
Yeah. That's the other thing about these, with racing is, when it comes race day, you're going to hang it all out. And Cooper and Teddy were in a pretty good run, and Cooper's car was out. He was actually ahead of Teddy, and then all of a sudden the roll, and it's like, oh, lift, and he kept his foot in it.
Well, if you're racing,
that's what you're supposed to do.
He did, but I looked up in his car. I could see on the whole side of Cooper's car, and he caught Teddy. I mean, square in the side. I mean, and we're like, but hey, it did. So just so you know, it actually helped Teddy's car, because after that, Teddy's car went straight every pass. It was like he didn't even. Because I asked him, I said, "Did you check that car?" He said, "It's running straight. So I'm gonna leave it alone."
Oh, so it sounds like he owes you guys.
That's a tuning. Tuning secrets.
Yeah,
Talking about whacking back into place there.
So,
oh, that's great.
Well, that's great that you guys have the camaraderie and everything when you're out there racing and stuff. I mean,
So So do you have a local club or something? Oh, go ahead and let's give your what do we call it? Cheesy shout out. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Man.
So we've got in Middle Tennessee, in the Middle Tennessee area around Davidson County, Rutherford County, which is right there around Nashville, is the 615 group. And then when you go to West Tennessee, Jackson is where the Finish Line Racing. That's with Justin and all them guys.
Are we cheering?
Yeah.
I heard them. I'm gonna have to tell them to sit down again.
Also. Up in Kentucky, they've got the no prep guys in Kentucky, and then there's some guys down in the Georgia area, and then we've even had guys from Knoxville that drift over our direction toward Middle and West Tennessee to race. So
So your local one is a 615?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And you guys got a Facebook page?
So it's 615 RC Drag Racer. I can't even remember now what I changed it to.
You got
615.
You got something someone on there that maybe can put a tag it or something.
Teddy, if you can send me the actual name, the link for the 615 page, and then also the Finish Line guys, which are out of Jackson. We're actually getting ready. We just got a new timing system. Eric Page with the Page Wheels, he just got us a new timing system and everything, and tree and all that. So that's getting all set up. So next year, 2021, we're going to be ready to roll.
We just need to get 2020 over.
Yeah, I'm so ready for
2020 is done, man. It needs to be.
Yes.
Josh Howard, must be a secret to tune a DRC car. I think, are we talking about the T-bone?
No, actually, his was a DRC car.
Okay, so we got 256 area, 662 area. What do we got there?
Yeah, there it is, the 615 Middle Tennessee Drag Racers.
There we go.
And like I said, if you guys jump on there, and we've actually got a lot of people from around the country that are in there as well. So it's not.
Now, is it a public page? Or
it's a public page. We've got it public, so or actually, you will have to ask to join. But we pretty much, if you've got some way or somebody that that we see that you're in there, we'll follow you in, no problems.
Looks like we got Alabama and Mississippi. That's what those were.
Yes.
The other two.
Yeah.
There's,
Oh, that's right. I forgot the
662 and 256.
yeah, I forgot about the 256 guys. Yeah, those have actually come up and ran with us too. They've got a.
I mean, that's a lot of numbers. You can't always remember.
That's true. They've actually got
for you guys that, I mean, obviously we got a lot of guys watching from out of town and so on and so forth. I mean, be sure to check out ours too, because we have a 402 RC drag page.
Okay.
And
402 RC Club page.
Yep. And then our big one for around here is the 402 RC Club.
Yep.
And that's
Sorry,
on Facebook.
I spoiled that, didn't I?
No, that's okay.
You can just go like this. They don't have to see like, Jared, just shut up. All right.
So I mean, those are
this.
those are our two biggest groups here and around here.
And then you can't forget the 5-star page.
Yes,
we only have
we definitely have.
Let's see, we have 5-star Hobbies Raceway,
BBE,
AFX, BBE, Rudis, and 5-star Outdoor Power and Hobbies.
Yes, for sure.
And we have a YouTube page.
And we
5-star Hobbies.
The shameless plugs are going on tonight for sure.
guys in DRC, and this is
But I mean, obviously, you guys are. How long have you guys been doing this?
Well, see,
I mean, basically, like
me and my son, we
as-
got into it back in about 2016.
There we
And,
go.
there's
We got-
Drew. Yeah,
We got a good link there to it, guys.
We when the group that started out originally, we were kind of late getting to the party. There was a Hobby Town USA in Mount Juliet, which is just a little over 20 minutes from us where we live. And so it was around Christmas time, and we walked in there, and they had the RJ Speed. There was a dragster and a funny car and something else, and I was like, man, I've always wanted to build one of those, but they're a purpose built. You can't. It's not like it's not like something that you can go out and bash in.
Exactly.
It's a race car.
Yep.
And so the guy was sitting there, and he goes, we race out back every Saturday, and I'm like, no, I didn't. So literally the next Saturday we went out there and watched the guys run, and it was like, okay, we know we're building now.
Yeah,
so
we're doing this.
So like I said, we started in like 2016, and then it's just grown and progressed, and like I said,
It really has.
And like I said, RC drag racing as a whole has just blown up.
It really has. I mean, I know these are kind of the I would say like
it's the pinnacle.
The pinnacle. Yeah, this is basically how it's all started.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of blown up into like a kind of like a street eliminator class, and a lot of people are using like the SCT chassis, the short course trucks.
Yeah.
And converting them to drag cars, but that hasn't blown up immensely as well, just because I think it was it's something that a lot of people, I mean, everybody, it seems like, has had one at one point.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I mean, especially like a Traxxas Slash, that's the biggest one as far as like a lot of people are converting into drag cars.
Oh yeah. And like
no prep and prep.
Yeah, it's like when we went to Dallas, they actually have the street eliminator class, because it kind of started with the RCDRL. They were kind of one of the ones that kind of pushed it in
on the prep track.
And there was a prep track, and there was oh God, I don't know how many of them guys there were there. There was a ton of them.
Running rubber tires? Or
yes, they were running rubber. I believe the rules say they have to run rubber.
Okay.
And so them guys are out there, and
But I mean, like, these are like the. I kind of feel like they're like the godfather of it all. I mean, so to speak. It's because not a lot of. Not a lot of people would have thought about running something with full suspension and so on and so forth a long time ago. They'd be like,
right,
yeah, this works. And then I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that it made it easy is what made the drag racing blow up so much. And of course, like all your other companies out here, like Proline, J Concepts, and everything. They
just came out. Proline came out with another body today.
Yeah, I saw the Camaro. The Camaro deal.
You gotta have a mullet for that one. Which is happening.
Those Camaros were like what? Assholes. Everyone's got one. That was sorry, Rex. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't have that one on there. But
just hit something.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
There we go.
That was pretty funny, right?
That was.
So, yeah, like I said, around our area, like I said, it's grown, and like I said, it's just getting bigger and bigger. And like,
but I mean, you guys also too. I mean, is a lot of like the Rudis style drag cars?
Yeah.
Or is it?
It's we've got a healthy
mix.
mix.
Okay.
Like I said, we've got a lot of we've got several of the guys that have got the purebred race cars, and then you've got the guys that have got like the street eliminators, which are, like I said, in our area are getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
I got to tell you, Ray, I mean, by talking to you and just looking at one of these, I mean, I do really want to try one.
You ready
of
to
these.
make one? Yeah, I'm ready to build one. It's,
just because I'm like, wow.
I'll let you know when they're in stock.
And I bet you will. I know where to get them. And I know where they're at.
We have a Mustang body too, right?
Yep.
Oh, we got the Mustang.
I already
Yeah,
seen
we
the,
do
I
have
already
the
seen the
Mustang.
Mustang body,
Yep,
so
we got that.
We're good on that. I mean,
Yeah. For us smarter guys that like the Fords, right?
yep.
Okay.
We can.
You ain't got to worry about scuffing those bodies.
We can.
Why they don't go fast enough?
They just go through people.
Laughter.
Yeah. But yeah, we've got a little touring car we got to knock down off the podium there. So
Well, me and Cooper, we're gonna this summer once you guys get going, we'll
Come on up
We'll
here.
get there, and I'll see if I can drag a couple of the others from down south. We'll have a southern invasion up here, and
That'd be great.
that would be awesome.
We were thinking, Bob and I have talked about this before, we'd love to put a weekend event together. So maybe on a Saturday is our no prep day. It's a big no prep day. And then Sunday is a prep day. So we make a weekend, I would call it
Exactly.
the Midwest Nationals.
There we go.
Yep.
Nobody's claimed that name. I'm sure
No,
we can do
not yet.
that.
No,
So
we're in the middle anyway. So
we got
smack dab in the
comment
middle.
here says we support Page RCs to the fullest.
Yeah.
Can anyone does he have a Facebook page?
yeah, Eric, if you're out there,
Someone throw a link up
throw
there
your link
to
up
it?
there. Yeah, and like I said, he's got the Pro Stock Pro Mod wheels, and he also has a 2-piece Street Eliminator beadlock. And from what I've heard, I haven't used one yet, but I have heard him, and I've heard from some other people that there's no gluing required.
No
It's a-
gluing
it's a-
required.
rear tires.
It's a true beadlock, and from what I understand, they
It's
are
a
awesome.
beast, huh?
Yeah, they work
Okay.
great.
Are they 3D printed
Yes,
also?
yes, it's the same process, and
So-
so
Yeah,
made the same
I
material.
got a 3D printer at home, and I don't use it for anything.
No, there's some. I think I printed a turtle once or
Send me
something.
send me the file.
Yeah, yeah. So, guys, all the local guys, we are going to be talking to Eric and getting his products in here in the store.
Yes.
We need to get that in here. So, don't go buy them from him yet. We'll get them here, guys.
And he's got like I want to say he's got 6 or 7 designs of each wheel.
Wow.
So
Okay.
so yeah,
so
that's-
basically, not everybody's stuck with the same design.
correct. Yeah,
and-
he's got like the directional like this, and he's
'Cause-
got like a
give it about a month, and everybody will be running a Z28 Camaro.
Everybody.
but you got to have a mullet when you go to the line. Right?
Yep.
Tony Walters, I like no gluing.
Yeah.
Well,
That's-
yes, yeah. That's probably a
I
good
heard
option
Tony
for
really
Tony.
likes to glue tires.
It's probably
Or does
yeah.
he, like,
needs
drop
to-
them off at your house or
yeah.
something?
He needs to probably stay away from the glue.
Are we talking about glue?
Yeah, we're definitely
Okay,
talking
all right,
about
all right.
glue, the actual glue. Yep.
Oh, that's great. So, okay, so you and your son got into this.
Mm-hmm.
You guys been down to Texas. You got your locals. I mean, so do you see a lot of families in this?
Oh
Is
yeah,
there-
it is like when I said when we went to Texas. I mean, there was multiple families that and it was father, mother, and kids racing.
Yeah.
And so it they cater. That's one of the things with the RCW. They really want the atmosphere, the family atmosphere to come
yeah.
to the track. So they're good people, and like I said, they put on a great show.
Did your wife do it?
No.
Yeah. Mine
No,
neither. So.
she looked at me when we started this, and she goes, "It's another new hobby for you." And I'm like, "Yeah, but it's better than the motorcycles."
True.
And it's
Well,
like,
let's not say better.
well, it's not. And well, I mean, it is and it isn't.
Lighter on the
It's a
pocketbook?
little lighter on the pocketbook, and if I crash this, my feelings are hurt, not me.
Yes,
There you
that's
go.
true. That's
There
true.
you go.
I go down there and you do the walk of shame, and you pick your car up. And
Yeah.
like,
As you walk to Marshall?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, you do that, and then you go over to Marshall and you sit there.
And then
With
you
your-
just
with your
kinda
chin
just
down.
put your
Yeah.
head down and be like,
You can tell who just had a good run or bad run
Oh
at
yeah,
the Marshalls.
Yeah, the guy that's over there laughing and giggling, he's like, "Oh, he just made a great run." And you're over there with your head hunched. Like, I just took out all 3 cones down the middle of the track.
that never happens.
No, not at all. Or send it off the ramp.
Oh, I tell you, that was.
I refused because the last race that we did last year for our season, we were using pipes on either side.
I saw y'all's.
Yeah. Those are gone. Those are gone
gone.
now. So, and we did have better racing.
Oh,
you know, because
Yep.
everybody concentrated more on going down the track rather than try to skimmy along the pipe. But I absolutely refused to ever hit one of those ramps. I had one or two runs that were pretty close. I was like, no, just let it out.
Yeah,
Forget it. I'm done.
it's
not. It's not worth destroying
It's
the
hard
car.
to train yourself in your head, especially when you get into like when you're actually racing.
Oh, yeah, when
it's
you're,
hard
like-
to program yourself to lift because like
Yeah.
I've had my car drift and it's like it's drifting,
'Cause you're like,
drifting, and it's like
I'm not losing. I'm not losing.
But you're racing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 It was
You
just
You got to
like-
go faster.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're
And
trying
you
to
don't
figure-
want to lose.
No.
Yeah.
Looks like we got a link to Eric's page.
There he is. Yeah.
Eric
There we go.
Page's page.
Yep. There it is.
Eric's
Yes, sir.
good. Okay.
So that's where we
Sweet.
can find them wheels, and they're excited again, aren't they?
They are. Crowd's going nuts, man.
Gosh, they love your wheels, Eric. So, anyways, guys, we can go there. Local guys, we're going to be talking to him, getting his products in the store. So I know for us, for drag racing, we're kind of done till if we can get out there in April, we'd be thrilled.
Well,
but it's
had
probably,
we known the weather would have been,
we would have
going on.
scheduled another
Yeah,
one,
it would have.
exactly.
It would have probably gone a
brought
little
a battery
longer.
and controller then.
Oh yeah,
we could have loaned you one.
oh yeah, definitely.
So,
But yeah, so we're pretty much done until next year.
yep. And then, so this winter, we're going to be building some of the Rudis cars here. We'll have them here at the store as soon as we get them. You guys come in and check them out. What's also cool, I'm just gonna let the cat out of the bag a little bit here. So Scott came here,
Meow.
and you've been running. Was that the sound effect? Oh, no. Bob's sound effects. How do we turn that one down?
We don't have a cat. There
All right, I'll find a cat for you.
There you go.
Yeah. So, anyways, I got one at home. You can have.
Two actually.
Three.
Oh.
Three. No, I'll keep one of them. That was
Yeah,
a
if
good
we got
mouse.
a dog. That's enough.
Yeah. See, now I admit I don't even know where I was going. No, but
You said
anyway.
you're gonna let the cat out.
Yeah, you're gonna let the cat out of the bag.
So Scott came here, and you got several years of running these cars,
Yeah.
right? So you got several years of running these. Around here, really none of us have run these
No.
pro cars. We've all done whether it's a street eliminator type thing on a short course base, or we have some other guys with a 6 scale, the pan cars, doing that type of stuff.
Exactly.
So you've run these. So Scott came here, and the Rudis car is a great car that Tony and RAE had developed.
Yep.
And so Scott comes here and he's like, hey, he gave us some ideas. So Scott might have left with something that will be tested.
We'll call it the mule.
The mule?
We have the mule.
The mule.
We have
All right,
the
let's
mule.
call it the mule. So there we go. Scary? Is it scary?
Oh, that's scary.
That's scary. It's scary mule.
Scary to everybody.
Scary.
So we've got some testing we're going to be doing. You've got some nicer weather down there in case you guys are going to race before us. I know that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So you'll be able to test some. So guys, just know at first what we're doing here is getting these Rudis cars ready to sell to you. They're not going to be any different than what Tony had. The only difference will be they're not going to be assembled. We're selling them as a kit, just like we do all our other stuff here behind us. It's going to be in a bag. Brian's already made some instructions for them. So those will be posted to our website. You can get a link to them there. But we want
Nice.
people to build them. We want them to know what this car is.
Yeah, we want to know how to put it together.
Exactly. So it's not going to change from the way Tony had it. That's how it is, guys.
From what I'm looking, I don't think it's going to take you too long to build it.
No, it's not. And,
No, not at all.
pretty-
And to
pretty
put all the
straightforward.
Rudis racers' minds at ease, like I said, I've seen what these guys have got, and they've got. It's going to be the same setup car. It's going to be the same great quality. It's just now you're
It's the same car.
Yeah, I mean you're
Now
going to.
it's coming from the Midwest.
That's right.
Well, it did come from the Midwest, right? Originally? RAE? Something like that?
No, I don't remember where he. I think he was
Somewhere.
Wisconsin, wasn't he?
Yeah,
But we're
that's
in the
close
middle now.
enough. Close enough.
Yeah.
So anyways,
Shipping's fast, too.
we're going to get these going out to you guys, and they will be like they were. We're not making any changes. They're good cars. We're going to test some stuff with Scott. As soon as it gets nice enough, we're going to do some testing with these new ideas. And if we say, okay, this is what it should come with, then that's going to be the new kit.
Yep.
We're going to have a 2021 model then.
Yep.
The 2021 Mule.
Yeah.
So we might have to change that just a little.
Might
We'll
change
see.
a little.
Right now it's the Mule. There you go. Sit down. So anyways, we're trying to get these to you as quick as we can, guys. We don't like to do things
Want to make sure it's a quality product,
Yes.
a great product before it goes out to everybody.
And when you get it, yes, there's option parts, and we don't want to go, hey, here's your bag of parts.
Yeah.
And you say, I want that option part. We don't have it. We're gonna get all this stuff in.
Yeah.
So
you
then
don't want to go out and buy a DR10 and then get it and then find out that half the shocks aren't full of oil. Like that's never happened to anybody.
Never.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
so
it's just you don't want to push a product out like that.
Exactly. So we're getting these to where we're going to do some testing on these parts. Might make some adjustments. Maybe we do all this testing. We go, oops, wrong way.
Yeah.
And we're so I guess that's us as racers, people as designers. You got Phil's mastermind in there now.
Yes.
You and Phil hung out. Let's see,
We
yesterday
hung
for a
out
couple hours.
hung out today for a couple hours.
Today for a couple hours.
They're
So
like
you get-
best friends now.
I mean, it was. I liked it. He kept walking up and goes, "Hey, here's this," and I'm like, "I like that." And he
So
goes,
yeah, so I think you would go, hey, this would be really cool if this went like this, and then he'd disappear and he'd come back.
yeah,
with
it was like
Yeah.
magic, and it was like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah, Phil's pretty good at doing that. So guys, yes, we're trying to get these to you as fast as we can. Be patient, please. Once we get them to you, then we're going to do some testing on some new stuff. But as far as they go right now, guys, it's going to be just like Tony was selling to you. We don't want to. It works.
It does.
And we don't want to change that. So there's always, no matter what in life you're doing, there's always room for improvement. If not, you're on your way back down. If you're not trying to improve it, you're going down the hill when you should be going up. So we're getting there. So you've got a couple things that we are gonna try. I'm not even gonna say what they are, but there are a couple things. And us who have never ran these pro cars, we can look at them and go, wow, we can see that change. I mean, that's something that we understand. No, I think that's great. You and Phil got to spend plenty of time together, and kind of put your minds together, and we got some new stuff coming out.
Yeah, like I said, it was. I was back there raiding your hardware stash because he would hand me stuff. So
I got an invoice for you.
Oh
No, I'm just kidding.
send it to my wife.
Sorry.
No, actually, don't send it to my wife.
send that to her.
Missy, you didn't see that.
No.
All right, sorry. Show's over.
The show's done. See ya. So yeah, the whole Rudis thing, guys, it's happening. I know it doesn't seem like much is going on because we don't have much going on the Facebook page. It's boring stuff we're doing right now. We're gathering information, we're gathering costs, we're gathering all this stuff to
Believe
to
me,
get
it's
this
all
put
there.
together.
I've seen it. So
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I actually took some pictures of the piles of parts.
yeah.
Oh, those are
Spy
top
photos.
secret.
I'm not gonna share them. I've just got.
Oh, I'm just kidding. If you might have some teaser photos then.
I have some teasers. Well, no, actually not of that. I have teasers of the shop.
shop.
This
and
conversation's
that.
starting to scare me.
But
Did you get a picture of Phil in there?
No, I did not.
All right. Well, if you're in the RC world, you probably know Phil anyway. So, Phil's been in it since the old pan car days. So this is kind of like reliving his past
yeah.
friends,
You
checking
bet.
this stuff out. So, yeah. I guess I haven't checked comments in a while. I think we got some people kind of going back and forth with the jokes. Love those Reefs 80s, Kyle says.
Reefs 80s.
Is that what these are? No. Reefs 80s. All right.
Well, let's just hit it up anyway. All right,
Anyway,
here
so
we go.
yeah, shameless plug number whatever. Who cares?
Like 3.
Guys,
Here
we
we
just
go.
got these in today. It's Reefs RC. They're aluminum wheels for the short course base SE cars. These are cool. They got 2 different designs. You can see that one there that Bob's
Look at
got.
that. Hey, Marv. Come check these out.
Marv. And then we got another one that our lovely model Scott has here. We have to pay him a little extra now
Extra
to do
banana.
that. Yeah. So these are cool, guys. These are aluminum. They are
Full aluminum big lock,
you're gonna
yeah.
bolt them on, so there's no glue in these tires, right? I mean,
Yep.
you're gonna be able to swap your tires out. Try them.
They do have some heft to them, but that might not be a bad thing.
Now you got some weight. Yeah, you're gonna have some rotating mass, but maybe you have Reefs RC. What's up, guys? Hey, we got them in today. So, yep. So we
Then
got a
you got
couple of
to-
sets of these in.
And then we'll get them in here.
Trinity batteries.
You know, I hate this
we're-
camera. You got to go the opposite.
Yep, we're staring at ourselves, guys.
Some
So those, what are those specs on those? Those are like
specs on these.
220.
This is Trinity RevTech Whole Shot Dragmaster, 4,000 milliamp, 220C burst,
Got that in the 2-cell, and then we got it in the 3-cell,
and
right?
in a 3-cell. Yeah,
Is that 4,000 also?
that is a 4,000 as well.
Okay.
And so I mean, It's the Dragmaster Racing batteries. Now you do have to solder your own end on these, so you can use whatever you want.
Yep.
And I'm telling you right now, I mean, check out the size of the wires. That's my finger, guys.
8 gauge.
That's some big wire on them bad boys.
So when you just happen to team them up with that motor we have over there, I mean, that's a heck of a pair.
It is a heck of a pair, especially with
these.
the Dragmasters.
And then you might as well throw. You got so much power there, guys. Don't even worry about throwing these on there.
Exactly.
So, yeah,
The Dragmaster.
working. All right, hold on, guys. Let's see what's going on here with our iPad. Hey, look at that. We're back
We
on.
kept going. We knew it. But we are, I think we're probably approaching about the 9 o'clock time.
Yeah, we are. We'll just hit on a couple quick things here, guys. And actually, what I want to hit on is something to do with these. We're about done, guys. Promise you can go to bed soon. 11:29, Sunday after Thanksgiving. 1 o'clock here at 5 Star on 10935 Emmett Street, just north of 109th and Maple. We're going to have a town hall style meeting for drag racing rules for 2021 for the MVAD series. Missouri Valley Airport drag, that's ours. We don't have any cool numbers in ours. It's just letters.
Yeah,
So
MVAD.
MVAD.
And a cool logo.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I
Yeah.
deleted that off there. Otherwise, we could put it up
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Oh, well. So anyways, guys, we're going to have a town hall meeting. Rules. I don't want to spend much time on this because, I mean, you guys don't want to see me read through this page of rules and then this page of rules and then this page. So
Yeah.
they've got it too. You know, we were going to do like, I'll read this page, he'll read this page, that page, you know, kind
That's
of
a
like
lot.
elementary or something, you know, but
We just want to race.
yeah, we just want to race. Yeah, forget the rules.
Like, what's that?
So,
You
so
can't race that.
something for you guys to think about. We're gonna have a no prep series. We're gonna have a prep series. You know, so you got your no prep, your pro, whatever you want to call it. But the no prep, we are going to do 2 classes, guys, that I want to have. One is Outlaw Street Eliminator, which is what everybody's familiar with.
Yeah.
Take your short course base. You know, it's like 12 to 13.5-inch wheelbase. You know, it's your 2-wheel drive short course. Don't bring me a 4-wheel drive that you disconnect to the rear drive shaft. It is, guys, this is supposed to be look like a drag car. So several different things. We're kind of going off of the NPRC rules and no prep RC national rules. What I've got here, I mean, we're gonna have a minimum weight so that way you don't have guys making Swiss cheese out of chassis and trying to do stuff like that.
And don't be alarmed because most of it is going to be a lot of you guys are going to have to change a lot of stuff. You know that
You
you've
really
already
have
have
to change.
I mean,
anything.
Anything. Yeah, I mean, really, yeah.
You're
So
going to
it's
meet
just-
minimum weight. I
Oh,
guarantee
yeah.
you, everyone around here that we've seen is going to meet minimum weight.
Yeah. Especially if you got these.
Yeah, exactly. If you do not meet minimum weight, I've got
I've got a solution.
So we're gonna do that. There's rules on the spoiler, how big that can be. Different tire prep. It's allowed, but when you bring your car up there, I'm gonna grab them tires and they better be dry. Also, battery 8.44 volts max. If you're at 8.45, I'm gonna tell you turn it on and run it down. I'll check it again.
But why?
If you aren't cheating, you aren't trying. What? No, I did not say that.
It's only cheating
So-
if you get caught.
That too.
Yeah.
I heard a good one today. A guy said, I'm not in trouble until I get home. So something like that too.
Yeah.
Huh? So Missy, he'll be home tomorrow.
There you go.
No.
And I haven't bought anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
He hasn't
The
left
cash
yet.
store's still open.
Yeah.
So guys, that's going to be an outlaw. So that's going to be no motor restriction, no timing restriction on your speed control. Play with it as you want.
And that's the whole
have at
thing
it.
is, I mean, there's plenty of classes for everybody to run. I mean, if you want to go balls out,
So back to
There-
this. Sorry, I'm not doing good at following the comments and
comments?
stuff here.
What's that?
So Reef said Reef's RC said 12 ounces, all 4 wheels with rings and hardware. No kidding.
oh, okay, cool.
So there's front wheels in there as well.
Yeah,
some
there's-
front
yeah.
ones in there.
Ah.
Front, rear, front, rear.
Yeah, basically, like, here's the rear, and then the fronts are inside there,
Yep.
the way they're packaged.
So Oh, thank you. Thank you. We didn't know the weight on those.
Awesome. So actually, it's not that bad.
No.
Really.
And when you hold 4 wheels here,
Well, yeah, we're holding
probably
4.
feels like
yeah.
it, huh? So, but I mean, guys, we got to run a minimum weight anyway. So,
Well, yeah.
so that's Outlaw Street Eliminator, like you were saying. Open it up. You know, you want to run a 2.5 turn, you go right ahead and run it. You want to run a 4-pole, go
Yeah.
right ahead. 2-cell battery. That's
2-cell, yeah.
So, the second class for no prep. This one I'm kind of excited about. 13.5.
Yes.
So it's going to be a 13.5 motor. The speed control has to be in blinky. So no timing allowed, no playing with it. It's going to be in blinky.
So, I mean, it's a pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Basically, if anybody's run a DR10 out of the box, that's basically what you're running.
Yeah, and the DR10 motor technically is a 3300, I think.
Yeah.
So I mean, that would be a 13.5. That's fine. That's actually a little smaller than 13.5
And
if I
you
remember.
don't have to run a wheelie bar.
No, oh yeah,
Or
you
no
cannot run a wheelie bar.
No wheelie bar.
540 can motor. So the Traxxas 3500. I know 3500 is a 13.5. Can't run it. That's
Okay.
too big of a can. I mean, those things are
13.5. It's pretty. The 13.5s are easy to find, guys.
Yeah, we happen to have quite a few of them at
Yep,
5 Star
exactly.
Hobbies on 10935 Emma Street. So, or check out our website. They're not on there, but you can message
And
us.
check out Reefs RC too.
Yes, definitely.
And if you don't check out their website, you can check them out here.
So what's really cool, and I'm not going to go through all this, it's basically the same class, but you're going to run 13.5. You're going to run blinky speed control, no wheelie bar. And here's what I like. So we're gonna ball them up how we do for every day. You know, again, the
Yeah.
3 lines, ball them up. There's no ladders, you ball them up. This one, what we're gonna do with the 13.5, guys, is everyone with the 13.5, we're gonna line them up down the center of the track, right before the track. After you get done testing and everything, we're gonna line them up there for a good picture opportunity, right?
Okay.
What we're going to do is award the car with the most scale points. So we're going to, the scale, you got your wheels, you got a turbo,
So
you
basically,
got a
something that
parachute.
looks the most realistic.
Exactly. Headlights, there's guys putting headlights,
Okay. Yep.
headers, all sorts of stuff. Turbos. I think Proline makes that package with the different hood scoops and stuff.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got that in stock. Whoever has the most scale points, if there is a first round buy, they're awarded that first round buy.
Sweet.
So, guys, 13.5, it's going to be kind of cool. We're going to make these things look cool.
I can deal with that.
Yeah. Go ahead and cheer some more, guys. You don't have to sit down. So that's kind of the two, a couple of biggest things there for that class. And these are all rules we're going to talk about in this meeting, guys.
And the whole thing is like, you guys got to come out to get the rules.
Yep. The
you know,
rules will
I
be
mean,
finalized that day, guys.
yeah,
It's
they're-
when we leave.
So I mean, if there's something that's like, I don't know about that. You know, speak your
Just
mind.
For local guys, it's going to be open rubber tire. There's not going to be one you have to do. You do whatever you want, whether it's J Concepts, Proline, DE, anyone.
Gotcha.
So, I think we got some raw speeds in stock too. Those are some
Yes.
ones we just got in. Those are pretty new. And then so that's our no prep day. The prep then, or pro racing, whatever. That'll be, and they're not going to be the same day, guys. So let's say
Separate days, so,
yeah,
yeah.
and they'll be spread out by week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. I don't know. We don't know the schedule yet. Hopefully they let us race.
Yeah.
Let's not go there yet.
COVID.
So, drink, quarter scale. So, Kyle Broad, Fear, the Julia Gulia, and 13.5 this year. It doesn't have to be in 13.5. I'm scared of her anyways, Kyle. So,
she's
no.
pretty much been doing good all last year. So
Yep.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Pro Day. We're going to have 4 classes. We're going to have our bracket class,
Okay.
which we ran last year, which is so much fun to watch.
It is
fun
fun to
run.
watch.
You have rock crawlers, you have whatever going running, and then you also have the bracket class. You also have the quick 16, we call it, because we used to ladder it. We used to qualify. Now we just ball them up, but still. You run whatever you brung. I
Yep.
don't care what scale it is. I don't care if it's electric, if it's nitro. If it's
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, that's
so guess where all the Rudis cars are going to start
Yeah.
running? Quick 16. So Matt Giles, we are coming
Matt.
for you.
When's your first race?
Whenever we decide to schedule it.
Just let me
But
know.
I will let you know.
Let me know.
I think we better get
I wonder if
Scott's,
Matt's watching tonight.
better get Scott's
I don't know.
trophy ready,
We'll
I
have to-
think, huh?
Yeah.
Or Cooper's.
I'm gonna leave him home.
Cooper?
You leave them home. You gotta leave the competition at home.
He's like, you can stay here. I'm going.
Well, see, he don't want to fly, and I told him, no, we're gonna get up here, we're gonna fly. So
Okay.
There you go. So anyways, there's our quick 16. So that's where our Rudis cars is going to run. Guys, we're going to try and build different classes. Obviously, we're going to try and follow RCDRL once we get enough cars. We don't want to have a class with 2 cars in it. You don't have a class with 1 car in it. So we're going to put them all together. So yeah, if you want to come here and buy the top fuel dragster, the Rudis dragster, and put a 3S battery in it, there's a good chance you can win that class after you figure out how to tune that thing. So
with some help. And I hope that like everybody's been listening tonight because, with what Scott's saying, I mean, these cars do work, and there is a strong learning curve on there, but there should have been, from the way I'm seeing all the comments and everything, there's been a lot of links posted, and I think there is a lot of helpful information.
Oh, there is.
I think what you're trying to say is, guys, you're going to put this on the track, and it's
and if
probably not going to go
personally
down.
getting Scott's phone number, I'm like, what the hell, man?
You put these things on the track just like any other RC car.
Exactly.
It's not going to go perfect the first time.
It's not.
If it does,
never
then
will.
come find me.
Because you remember the
old
the Parma Coupe kit?
Oh yeah.
They came out with that a long time ago. It was just flat chassis. Just had your cage in the back for the motor and everything. I remember I had one of those. I destroyed it. Wish I still had it, but. I remember putting that thing on. I'm like, oh man, big motor. It just went around in a circle. Yeah. It didn't even go straight.
Like I said, when the guys get ready and they start building them, like I said, there's several drag racing groups on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Feel free to ask questions because somebody will answer you.
Had somebody given me these little soft tires, that'd have been a game changer back in the day. Holy cow!
Heck, we got guys from Puerto Rico, here tonight with us. So I mean, guys,
definitely.
It's a cool little group. So anyways, to finish these real quick, guys, 2 more classes on our prep days. We're going to run the Outlaw Street Eliminator and then the 13.5 Street Eliminator. One rule change from the no prep days. You can run foam tires, which we have them here. So we've got all sorts of. We've got our own foams. We've got our own wheels. So yeah, and
my boy actually ran Street Eliminator last year. Year before. No, he did some last year. Yeah,
a little bit of both.
Yeah, a little bit of both. But he loved running foams more than anything.
Yeah, oh, it is.
And so he's like, Dad, I don't want to change them. And every single time, his car straight.
Yeah. It actually baffles people when you hand them this as the rear tire and they go, you go how quick
Really?
with this?
Yeah.
and they do grow.
And,
they do.
Yeah.
Oh, they move around.
They definitely, and if, as soft as they are, they've got to do something. They're not going to stay in one,
So yeah, that's kind of just real quick rundown, guys. Going to have 2 series. Going to have no prep. We're going to have a prep series. We're going to try and, if we get 6 pro stocks, 4 pro mods and whatever, top fuel, whatever, guys, we'll split them up. Okay, they don't have to be in quick 16 anymore. We'll get them split up, but to get this growing around here, we got to start somewhere. So they're all going to be in quick 16.
And I think we've got a pretty good start going.
Yep.
And I mean, and we don't want to discourage, all the guys that have already doing it and have participated. Excuse me, and been out to every race. I mean, thank you. And I mean, we're not gonna just like totally change and cut you out. That's not the plan.
If you were running
basically
a car,
we want to grow this.
Yeah.
So that's what we're working on.
if you were running a car at our series last year, it's going to fit into these classes, guys. I mean, you literally
without
don't
a doubt,
change anything. It's going to fit.
And the whole thing is every year, like that we have progressed on this, everybody that keeps coming back, we're getting faster and faster.
That's the way it was back home with us.
1.7, 1.6,
and then
1.5.
Somebody will take the big leap and go 1.4, and then you're like, oh, great.
So I mean, it's
chasing them.
There's definitely, I mean, there's a lot of these guys that were out at the drag strip last year. I mean, of course, they're sitting at home. They're like, I'm ready for next year. And as a matter of fact, I've got some bodies already due for people for next year. You know, thank goodness I got all the winter.
Oh yeah, no.
So I mean, but
you got a winner to build one.
And actually, there's actually two other pro classes that I forgot to mention. If you take a dragster and a funny car and you put a 2-cell battery in it, it becomes a top alcohol.
Oh, cool.
Top alcohol.
So they're not quite as quick as the 3-cell cars, but they're still plenty.
They're still plenty potent.
2-cell in a dragster, that's still got to go plenty quick.
and John L can correct me on this. I believe it's his daughter. She's been like in the low 120s with a two-cell dragster.
Jeez,
That's insane.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm excited.
Oh, yeah. That's where I want to
Can we
be.
get done with winter?
Yeah,
Get done with winter.
exactly.
Get rid of 2020. Get the one wheel
Yeah.
race.
Yeah, let's start. Let's start racing.
Let's start digging the hole.
So, oh yeah. So, well, I guess we've rambled on for almost 2 hours this
Yes.
time, Bob.
But
We had a guest here.
yes,
This was awesome.
And
Thank
Scott,
you.
Yeah,
yes,
thank you
thank you
guys
for
for having
coming.
me.
I mean,
You
it's
know,
been great.
We,
I mean, and I'm sure we could make it another hour, but
easily.
yeah.
I think Tony's got to get to bed though, so we don't want to keep him up an hour.
I gotta get
Yeah.
back to Nashville in the morning too.
yeah, that too.
I got an early flight.
We've all got little things like that to worry about.
Darn work.
Yeah,
It's in the way all the time.
yeah.
Yeah. So no, thank you very much for coming out.
We
Thank y'all for
appreciate
having
it.
me.
Yeah, it's been great. We just want to say, hey, till next time, guys. From Chief Three Shock, how? And you guys can hear me this time, can't you? They can hear you too. We got it figured out. Bob did
For the
not
most-
screw up the board this time.
Most part.
No.
How's he blaming you for this?
Well, yeah, because he's on that side of the board, so he should have hit
button's on his
Yeah,
side.
I'm
Yeah.
saying,
Button. I can't see it. They're all one color. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, I forgot
What shade
about
of gray
that.
is it? No, thank you guys for tuning in.
Until
Check
next
us
time.
out. Don't forget, we have a YouTube page that they should go
Yes.
like, right? 5
YouTube, like, subscribe, 5 stars, Hobbies on YouTube.
YouTube, Facebook,
also-
Bob's Body
yes.
Shop.
Bob's Body Shop.
You got Instagram also, right?
Yes, you can find Bob's Body Shop on Facebook, and on my Instagram, it's Bob's Body Shop 74. Instagram.
74.
So both of those are good links. And then also don't forget about 5starhobbies.com.
Yep. That's
pretty-
where Rudis
yeah.
stuff will be sold.
That's
as soon
where
as
Rudis
it's
stuff
ready.
will be sold, and pretty much anything that we talk about, I mean, you can pick
It's
it up
there.
on the website.
Give us a shout on the phone, 531-867-3301. Message us, whatever you guys find a way to get a hold of us. It's the new modern
pretty much,
era.
yeah.
You can find us.
And the dot is up there.
The dot, yeah.
Yeah.
And Scott was here.
Yeah,
Scott
that's right.
was
Scott
here.
was here.
Ow. Signing off.